What's up, family? Welcome to the Hub. All right, so this is a special episode. I have asked you guys out here in the Twitterverse, Instagramverse, Facebookverse, on my email, all the places to start to submit your relationship scenarios for me to answer. So kind of like a Dear Abby, but a Ask Coach Cass, right? So I want you to write in of what your situation is. Give me some details, and I will respond. So this is our very first letter. I'm going to read it to you. Here we go. Dear Coach Cass, last year, a few weeks before the world shut down, I met this guy at the store. We had a brief conversation and realized we graduated from the same college. So we exchanged numbers and eventually started having long conversations. We even managed to have a day outing prior to being quarantined. So we spent a couple of months getting to know each other. As we got to know each other, we discovered that not only had we graduated from the same college, but we also knew the same people, similar family concerns, the same taste in music, and grew up the same way in church. We even shared an interest in all things basketball. He would initiate most of the phone calls and texts. Then suddenly, the calls and the texts started to dwindle. So I began to make the phone calls and the texts. He would always respond, but no longer made the effort to reach out first. A little later in the year, I found out he wasn't feeling well. So I made a get well video in which he appreciated. So as the months passed, there would be a phone call or a text here and there. We all been there, but always I would initiate the communication. Then finally, during the last few minutes of the last day of the year, I sent him a Happy New Year text with all the feel good emojis, and he responded the same, but nothing more. Here I am, more than 8 months later, having no communication with him because I decided he lost interest and I haven't reached out. But I still can't figure out what happened because I thought we had a lot in common. We've got something in common. All right, you've got something in common. I still wonder if I missed something. Every time we talked, it never felt forced. He responded genuinely and it seemed organic. So, Coach Cass, what's the deal? Did I do something wrong? Why do I feel like I may have misread this guy? Signed, Not So Love and Basketball After All. Oh, oh man, Not So Love and Basketball After All. I'm so so, if you have ever been ghosted, raise your hand, right? Raise your virtual hand, send me a message. Like, have you ever been in a situation where you and a guy hit it off and then suddenly he went missing? Right. So that's what happened here to Not So Loving Basketball After All. Right. So, girlfriend, you have done nothing wrong. All right. What I have come to realize when it comes to ghosting, it's all on that person. Listen, he might have a life tragedy. He might his health might be that horrible. He might be focused on himself. He might have found a new girlfriend. He might have got a puppy. He might have lost interest. There's so many things. But at the end of the day, it ain't none of your business, right? Say, it's none of my business. It is none of my business. What you can take from this situation is one, what did you learn? You learned you liked to talk about basketball with someone. You learned that you liked someone with similar family concerns or a similar background or a similar faith. You liked how you felt in his presence that one time that you spent time together. But when we start to look at the consistency dwindling, listen, honey, when he's just that into you, he is calling, he is texting, and he is seeking to see you and find you wherever you are. You could go back to my last episode, right? And it was just talking about how this man will cut his day short to see this woman. Listen to me. When a man is just that into you, he will move mountains. He will fly across the world. He will swim the deepest sea to see you and just say hi. Okay. So, what could you have done better? Stop reaching out. And you did that, right? So the problem is when things start to turn, we're trying to grasp and hold on. So even though he was the one doing the chasing, we start to do the chasing to try and make up for it, or maybe we could make this better. Listen, not everyone knows how to say goodbye. So sometimes we just have to say it in and of ourselves, goodbye. Because at the end of the day, not so loving basketball, I want you to think about, do you really want someone that doesn't reach out? Do you really want someone that sends one worded text? Do you really want someone that's not trying to set up a date with you? Probably not. So it is your choice. Here's my reminder to you and to every single person listening on the line. It is your choice. You choose who you're with. We're not waiting to be chosen. We are doing the choosing. And guess what, honey? He doesn't live up to the expectation of a man friend, a boyfriend, a partner, a husband, none of it. Because a husband, a boyfriend, a man friend, a partner would take initiative. Every man loves a chase, right? And even if you said to yourself, oh, well, he's introverted, he already showed before that he would initiate communication, right? So a part of you is like, but what happened? I want to know. So there's two things that you could do. One, you could have a conversation with him. Like, hey, I'm just interviewing people from my past. Keep it there. I wanted to know what happened in our interactions that changed, right? I have definitely been interviewed by an ex before because he just wanted to have more self awareness. So that was something that he did. So you could choose to go down that road, or two, you could say, you know what? Bye you weren't it, sir. And thank you for excusing yourself from my life, because at the end of the day, I only want to be with someone that wants to be with me. Repeat after me. I only want to be with someone that wants to be with me. The right person is praying for you right now. Not so loving basketball after all. The right person is praying for you exactly where you are in life, what you're doing, who you are, how you look, your weight, your age, your status, your education, all of the things. So you only want to be with that person. The person that you don't have to second guess their intentions, the person you don't have to drag into a relationship, the person that you can just be with, that reciprocates the attention, that shows intention, that also enjoys your company and you enjoy theirs. So, my advice to you is keep moving, girlfriend, and you have done nothing wrong. I grant you permission to let this situation go and to move on with your life, because he, honey, was not it. But what I want you to take away from it is one, the things that you liked about interacting with him. Two, what did you what did you love about him initiating the communication, and sit with that. And three, affirm yourself daily. Create a mindset routine that our mindset coach in the Real Love Network talks about, is really having that mindset routine every single day to beef yourself up. Because what happens is for the last almost year, you've been asking, what's wrong with me? And you know what that does? That just edges away at the very fabric of amazingness that you are. You are a wanted woman, girlfriend. You are worthy of love. You are beautiful, you are kind, you is smart, and you is important. Okay. So, all of the things, I want you to create affirmations, 5 affirmations for you, and repeat them every single day, because too often our negative mindset takes over our body. That becomes our mantra. What's wrong with me? Why did he leave? What did I do? Honey, no, his loss. I am amazing. I am a wanted woman. My love is coming to me. The right love I will know. Create the mantra of what you want in your life and go for it. If you want to get your questions answered, please do write us, coach@inspiremany.com, or DM me on any social media at inspiremany. Let me know your scenario so I too can give you the answer. See you later on the next Coach Cast.